We go all the way back to May 5th of the year 2023 when the Milwaukee Admirals were hosting the Manitoba Moose in Game 4 of the Calder Cup Best of 5 playoff series. Your starting forwards taking the opening drop: Sherwood, Jankowski, and Evangelista. The rest of the forward grouping go as follows: Schneider, Sanford, and Tomasino; Rushoff, Huntington, and Kemmel; Afanasayev, McCarron, and Angelo. Your defensive pairings: McEwen and Delgaiso, Stastny and Wilsby, Gross and Thompson, and of course Yaroslav Askarov getting the fourth consecutive start in net for the Milwaukee Admirals. We are 2:41 into the first period, and it is Salmonen coming up with a save on Schneider. It's the first shot on goal of the game for either team. 3:19 in the first period. Sherwood's off to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. That's the first penalty of the game. It's going to be Askarov coming up with a save on Chisholm, but it's going to be Morales with his first goal of the game, and that's going to give Manitoba a 1-0 lead. It was a short-handed turnover. The Admirals had a good rush and scoring opportunity, but an errant pass led to a turnover and a 3-on-2 rush going the other way. And Morales with a sweet finish off of the rush, giving the Moose a 1-0 lead. We go to 6:06 of the first period. It's Meyer off the box, minutes for slashing. This gives the Admirals their first power play opportunity of the game. And then Toninato is off to the box, 2 minutes for high sinking. That's going to give the Admirals a 5-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 42 seconds. That's where Salmon is going to come up with a save on Jankowski and then come up with another save on Gross. We hit the 5-on-4 portion of this, and that's where Sanford is cashing in for the Milwaukee Admirals. It was a give and go with Tomasino in the backhand finish from in close range for his second goal of the series, tying the game up at 1 apiece. Now the Milwaukee Admirals 1, Manitoba Moose 1 in the first period. We go to 8:51 of the first period. Doug Eisel's off the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Askarov comes up with a save on Bongiovanni. Strong overall PK by the Admirals. 12:22 of the first period. Salmonen comes up with a save on Huntington. 12:51. Askarov comes with a save on Stewart. Plus Gavake follow up. 14:54. Salmonen comes with a save on Evangelista through some heavy traffic. And then at 18:45 of the first period, Stastny's first goal of the playoffs comes on a delayed penalty own goal. A combination of words, maybe a sequence you have thought about at some point in time, perhaps maybe somewhere along the way you have seen it. I have actually seen it at some point in time, but on the delayed penalty call, what we saw right here was the Moose attempt to play the puck back to the point. The pass goes right past the blue line and all the way down off of the post into their own net. It is classified as an empty net goal. Stastny, being the last Milwaukee Admirals player to touch the puck, is awarded the goal. It is his first of the playoffs, and it gives Milwaukee a 2-1 lead over the Manitoba Moose here in the first period. For the Admirals, they haven't caught a lot of bounces or breaks so far in this series. This certainly is one of the rarest breaks you're going to catch in all of hockey. At 18:45 of the first period, Rushoff's off to the box, 2 minutes for slashing, and we hit the intermission with Milwaukee holding a 2-1 lead and out shooting Manitoba 11-5. Carryover of 45 seconds of the power play for the Moose into the second period. Askarov comes up with a save on Toninato. We go back to even strength at 1:19 of the second period. Heinola's off to the box, 2 minutes for holding, and that's when Kemmel's going to get his first goal of the playoffs. It was a one-timer from the left circle just inside the post. Reminded me a lot of Eli Tolvanen when he was part of the Nashville Predators organization, and absolutely a great goal here by Kemmel. Milwaukee ahead with the power play goal now 3-1 in the second period. 3:02 the second period. Malot's off to the box, 2 minutes for tripping, and you know what? Not much happening on this power play. Kind of surprising not much happening. The power play has been really good throughout this series. 7:25 of the second period. Askarov comes up with a save on Malott. Close range shot scoring opportunity right here. 8:16 of the second. Huntington's off the box, 2 minutes for hooking. Now, Askarov has not had a whole lot of work to this point in this game, but he is about to go to work with a big save on Limoges, and then with another save on Malott. Step out, move from below the goal line, then another save on Gavanke before the end of the power play. Some of the best pressure of the game for the Moose came on this power play opportunity. 11:32 of the second period. Salmon comes with a save on Sherwood off the rush. 12:32 behind the play. Rushoff and Gavanke are roughing it up, and they'll both be off to the box for 2 minutes. That's going to lead to a 4-on-4 situation that actually looked a whole lot more like a Milwaukee Admirals power play. This 4-on-4 out there just absolutely favored Milwaukee in every way. They controlled the puck for almost the full 2 minutes. Salmon came up with a save on Angelo. Salmon came up with a save on Tomasino, and I believe 2, maybe 3 more saves by the end of this 4-on-4. Just absolutely the most dominant 4-on-4 that I think I've ever seen. It looked better than the previous Milwaukee Admirals power play. That is for absolute certain. Now, at 15:49 of the second period, it is going to be Sherwood's second of the series, giving Milwaukee a 4-1 lead. It was a breakaway after a turnover and a sweet backhand finish. Salminen got completely faked out of position, still made the barrel roll and almost got the leg over the top in time to get to it, but Sherwood with the clean finish on the breakaway. Again, 4-1 now in favor of the Milwaukee Admirals. Now, 16:19 of the second period, all hell is breaking loose. We've got the penalty boxes filling to capacity, and we're going to end up with the boxes full, and the Manitoba Moose are going to end up with a 2-minute power play out of this entire thing. We had all 10 skaters on the ice square off, pushing, shoving, nothing more serious than some minors given out, but a whole lot of minors giving out. And don't lie, you thought you saw Askarov coming in the background there, and I would not have been surprised for 1 second, but I'm glad he was able to maintain his composure. I know how much he wanted to get in on the fun and would have enjoyed getting in on the fun, but I'm glad he maintained his composure right here. Now, immediately on the Moose power play, Bongiovanni picks up a penalty 2 minutes for roughing, so we end up at the 4-on-4 neutral situation after all. At 19:18, the second period, Askarov comes up with a save on Olini. 19:27, Salminen comes up with a save on McCarron. We hit the end of an eventful second period, and it is Milwaukee out shooting Manitoba 19-11 and holding a commanding 4-1 lead. But is the most dangerous lead in hockey a 3-goal lead? Let's find out in the final 20. 42 seconds into the third period, it is Askarov coming up with a save on Meyer. 1:59 of the third period. Milwaukee picks up a bench minor for too many men. Sloppy play 2 minutes in to the period here, and that's when Harkins is going to make him pay his third goal of the series. It's a wrist shot from the high slot. It's off of the post and in. Really sweet wrist shot right here. Milwaukee now has a 4-2 lead over Manitoba. 2:50 into the third period, Askarov comes up with a save on Olini. 3:56, Askarov comes up with a save on Malott. But at 4:43, it's Bongiovanni, his second goal of the series. It's a rebound put back. It trickled through and did just enough to find its way over the goal line. And at this point in time, with Milwaukee now holding a 4-3 lead, things are getting mighty uncomfortable in Milwaukee, and it is time for a timeout. The Moose are dominating. 5 shots on goal and just controlling the ice completely, looking like they are skating and playing at a much higher level. After the timeout, things do calm down for the next couple of minutes. At 6:49, we see Askarov come over with a save on Gavankey. At 10:03, Salminen finally getting involved in the period. He comes with a save on McCarron. The first shot on goal for the Milwaukee Admirals. Took them 10 minutes to generate a shot on net in the third period. 11:13 of the third period, Salminen comes with a save on Jankowski. And at this point, the Admirals are starting to regain their footing in this game. It is 15:32 into the third period now. Alini's off to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking on Sherwood after the play, and honestly, a terrible penalty. Down by 1 late in the game. It was more of a reactionary penalty than was necessary. Obviously, it happened after the play was completely over. On the penalty kill, it would be Salminen coming up with a save on Sherwood, then coming up with another save on Gross. The 2 minutes would pass by. We would get to the 6-on-5 scenario with the empty net for the Manitoba Moose. In 1926, Askarov would come up with a save on Gavankey. 1942, Rushoff would come up with the empty net goal for Milwaukee, putting this game away. It was his second of the series, comes from just inside of his own blue line, slides it right down and in, and the home crowd gets to put hands up and celebrate. 5-3 is your final score. It is Milwaukee out shooting Manitoba 28-19 and forcing Game 5 on home ice. You fought all season long to get this game at home, and now by beating Manitoba in the regular season by 5 points in the standings, getting second place, not third place in the Central Division. That's why you'll be hosting Game 5. Now, last year it was the Admirals able to go on the road and secure the victory 2-1 in Game 5 in Manitoba. This year they've got the opportunity to host, and the offense woke up in this game for a total of 5 goals. They caught a couple of breaks, but sometimes you need a couple of breaks to get you going. We'll talk about that a little bit more extensively, in a little bit more detail in the full analysis and the box score and the stats and opinions coming up here in just a matter of moments. But that is going to do it for the Game 4 full game recap. Thank you so much, Stick Taps, love, and respect to Rebirth Sports for sponsoring the Rebirth Sports full game recap.